So I thought I'd do a quick review of the new Eachine VR D2s that I just got in the mail from Banggood. Not really done any reviews before, but we're gonna wing it here, and I'll show you exactly what it came with. Came with this little patch antenna here, advertised as a 6 decibel patch, and then I'll have to find it here. It had a little right hand circular pitch helical antenna. It's not worth much. Not had any luck whatsoever with it. I've got some more cheapies off of Amazon. You might recognize those. They're, I think, $5 for a set of 2, but they do the trick, really. But the goggles themselves, I got on their deal for the $69 on their banggood days or anniversary sale or whatever it is. But took about 3 weeks to get here, which really isn't too bad coming from China, free shipping and all that. It's well worth the wait, honestly. As you can see, I've got some of the Quantum V1s. These are great goggles, really. Obviously modified them. These ones will fit around my glasses, my Oakleys. They're not too giant or anything, but these ones will fit around it. These ones will not. Really haven't had an issue with it. I'm not blind enough to not be able to see, and they do have the VR D2s do have the adjustable Fresnel lens in them, and will slide back and forth. Not really noticed a whole lot of difference in, focal points there or anything. They're a little stiff. They do stay in place better than the Quantum goggles. The VR D2s, they come with a little I imagine these are little 18650 lithium-ion batteries in here, and then a little proprietary plug. I'm debating on snipping that off and just putting a little JST on them. It is a 2S pack, so you can put whatever on it. I don't really have a 2S pack laying around that I can sacrifice that's not going to weigh this down a lot. The battery here, I've been getting hour and a half, 2 hours tops plugged in. Got to plug it in. It takes it an hour or so to charge. Hour and a half, somewhere in there, depending on how much you run it down. One of the nice features, I'll show you here. We got the little microscopic micro SD card that it clicks right in, right up here, just like that, and you have a built-in DVR, which is kind of cool. Even if you're flying with some other goggles, set this down, hit record. It actually records fairly nice quality video, and I'll go back in here and I'll insert a little video from my FPV inductrix here, a little tiny whoop, if you will. Really records pretty nice video. It is a diversity receiver, so it really does not cut out. You don't have the lines, you don't have the blackouts. It's really pretty nice. I've been running the patch antenna on this side. I've been swapping it out for the helical here. As I said, the one that it came with, this is pretty much junk. But my little linear works real well with the linear on the tiny whoop. This here, my right hand pitch, a little cheapy, works pretty well with everything else that I've got, with my little grasshopper here, and we got a big, I don't know what you'd call it, 450, 550 flame wheel TBS Discovery clone, whatever you want to call it, but it reaches out there, and relatively few cutouts. Excuse me there. It's got a lot of buttons here. Figured out what they do. Let's plug it in here. See if I can find a little battery here. I'll plug this thing in real quick. I don't remember which channel I've got this thing set to. It does not have auto scan, which is probably the one thing that I miss the most over my little quantum receiver that I've got on my quantum goggles. The auto scan receiver, really pretty nice receiver in itself. This does not have auto scan, so you've got to manually cycle through. Little unintuitive here. You've got your frequency changes here on the right, but it's the left hand button, and your channel changes here on the right, which changes the left, and a little backwards there, but we can live with it for the price. There we go. Yeah, 42. I don't know if you can see in there, but turn this around. Little video of a video, but it's pretty good image, really. One thing I did notice, and you can see on the top of the screen there's that little camera icon, and down in the bottom right, let's see if I can get that in frame here. Down in the bottom right, you'll see a little timer. Well, maybe I can get it in here. There we go, little timer there. And there's a little button on the front here. If you push cam/DVR, if you push that button, well, that little information disappears. But in reward, you get a lot faster, less latency on the FPV feed. Now, you do have to have it in the cam DVR mode. There's a minor amount of latency. Flying the tiny whoop, I really haven't noticed too much. We'll see what the grasshopper does on 4S. But you do have to have it in this mode to be able to record on the DVR. On the DVR, it's fairly simple usage. You get it on there, you can go hands-free. You just push the button right here, and now we're recording, which is also handy as a little flight timer. Anything that you have that does not have telemetry, you now have a flight timer. It's kind of handy in that manner alone. You just hit that same button again, resets, and it tells you how much video you have left on the DVR before you run out of memory. One thing I did notice, there's no real battery gauge on it. It will start flashing at you up in the top right hand corner. It'll say low. Lets you know when that battery's running a little low. I don't know how much leeway we have there. I've not run it out yet. But it will tell you when it's low. Land the quad, plug it in. Again, I might put a little 2S LiPo on there, and then we'll know exactly what we've got. It says it's 2200 milliamp hours. Don't know if I trust that or not. Again, for $69, I'm not going to complain too much. To get a DVR, diversity receiver, all that good stuff on a set of Dominator 3s or whatever still don't have diversity. Got a DVR, you know, and they're a little smaller in form factor, but these are comfortable enough. Again, I can't wear my glasses with them. Possibly could modify them like the Quantums, make the glasses work with it. But once you have them on, they're really sharp image. It's really a comfortable fit. I can't complain much about that. So the Eachine VR D2s off of Banggood, I believe now they're $99.99. Yeah, and I managed to luck out and found these for $69.99. You know, on their anniversary sale. Still, I'd gladly pay the $100 for them. I think that they're very well worth it. That's really probably the best value in goggles right now, especially if you're getting into it. It's a nice entry level goggle for if you're going to get into the tiny whoop, if you're going to get into any of the Eachine 250s or any of your ready to fly quads. If you're not ready to progress and build your own and have the super high quality and high cost associated with it, if you just want to try it out, see what you can do, casual cruise around, can't complain. They're a great goggle. If you have any questions, likes, comments, tips, tricks, go ahead and post them down in the comments section. I'd be glad to hear them. Antenna combinations, anything like that, be more than happy to hear. So I appreciate it.